Alrighty, YouTube, this has been a while since I've done a video due to lack of content and time to do stuff with RCs. So today we're going to be doing a review on the E-flite Blade SR. This helicopter is kind of cool because apparently they think it's not as extreme 3D as the rest, like a 450 or a Lion. They softened all the controls a little bit. They did a lot of junk with the radio and throttle curves and stuff, and you can't change any of that. So it's kind of interesting. Up here, the parts, if you can kind of see them, they're all plastic, which can be mended from a little trip to Micro Heli. They sell all the head parts and mainframes and everything you'd want to do to upgrade, which I would recommend if you do this. Now, upsides, we'll do upsides first. Okay, upsides it's good for learning collective pitch, because this is a collective pitch helicopter. It will fly inverted, not well. Will not fly inverted at well at all, but it will fly inverted if you try hard, which I have tried, and it will fly inverted. So it's pretty good. It uses a Spektrum, what is it, AR 1600E maybe, yeah, which is a good transmitter, and I would recommend if you buy this helicopter, it doesn't come in bind and fly, which is stupid. You throw away the E-flite transmitter, this one right here, instantly, get rid of it, and get yourself a computer radio, like a JR or Spektrum computer radio. Now, this radio honestly is junk. It's absolute junk, but if you get a computer radio, the experience will be raised much more than it would be with this. So, anyways, the servos on here, we'll get to that. The servos are little here. They're okay, I guess. They just do that to save costs. And gyro, which is just a regular E-flite gyro. It works okay, relatively for the most part, but it's not okay. So if you can see kind of under there, you see how it's right here. It's raised above the mainframe down here. Well, because if it was on the mainframe, it came stock from the right like this, throws off the gyro, and that gives you that annoying tail wagging, like, which if you put a couple layers of gyro tape up there, like I did, it fixes it a little bit. So that brings me to the next subject: tail motor. Now, it's not a direct drive. It's not a belt drive or anything. It's just a regular motor, direct drive. It's not a belt or, and motor sucks. It's horrible. It's a brushed motor. They claim it's coreless, but I've taken one apart. It's not coreless at all. It's just regular brushed crap motor. And if you fly in real 3D and the gyro is going to have to work a lot, it's going to make this tail rotor work, and it can't handle it. So quite frankly, it just blows up, and you'll lose tail, and it'll spin out of control, and you'll be lucky if you get it back in one piece. So yeah, there's a website online that sells a conversion for this, a belt drive conversion. So basically, it just takes this out, and then you're just using a belt drive rotor with a collective pitch rotor. So turns like that, which is good. I think it costs, it's a little steep. It's like $64 or $70, which is really expensive, but it's kind of cool because it goes down here where it would be, and it's another metal main to run the belt. So it's okay, pretty good. So another positive, tail boom's aluminum. That's pretty much standard. Fly bars. The 2-in-1 unit underneath here, the ESC, you would call it, which runs the tail motor and the main motor, is kind of crap. Okay, so what happens is, right in here, probably really blurry, but right where it says E-flite right in here, there's a little, like a flathead place to put a screwdriver, and that's your proportional gain in there. So basically, if you pop your heli like this, and it rotates like as it's going up, if it rotates like that, or rotates to the right or left, it will fix that. A lot of trouble. It's right, and the plastic in there is like butter. Literally, if the screwdrivers just tear it up, and it's quietly become unusable now. So now that I finally have it set up right, it's unusable. Now, if you buy one, I would recommend getting new blades. These are balsa wood blades, which are kind of stupid, because at the end here, well, I colored mine so I can do blade tracking, but at the end of here, you can't see it, but it's basically a piece of balsa wood, and they put Monocoat over it, which, if you're not familiar with Monocoat, they use it to finish airplanes, like planes, and it's cheap, and the blades are cheap, because it's a cheap helicopter, and that's just the way it is. So you can get carbon blades, you can find them on Microheli, they sell them. So that's that. Okay, on to battery. These they're E-flite 3S 11.1 1000 milliamp. I personally take these little E-flite batteries and just throw them out. Don't need them. They're useless. 1000 milliamp is not that long. It probably gives you like 8 minutes flight time 3D, 10 minutes of hovering, and they're not that good. They puff really easy, and the charger they give you, which I'm not even gonna take time to show you, is just a little box, and you plug it into the wall and plug your balance lead into there. Now, I ordered a cheap charger. It's called an IMAX B6 from Hobby King for $26, $5 shipping, which works awesome. And I just bought like a little power supply and plugged it into that. It works good. You can balance these batteries on that. It's a computer charger. So I think on one of my other videos, I did a review on that charger. Good. People are going to ask about when it comes printed out of the box. So the Canopy is actually a good thing on here. They actually spent time with it. It's good quality, for the most part, for what you're paying is good quality. There's no missed seams or paint splatters or anything out of the ordinary where you find on cheaper Canopies. So Canopy is good. Let's see, what else? Let's talk about. Okay, let's talk about the radio. Okay, so here's your E-flite radio. Now it comes, so you see here, it's kind of stupid because it says Blade SR on it, and they advertise that you can't use it for anything else except for this helicopter, which I beg to differ because I put it on a little plane and it flew just fine. Now, okay, here's some switches. So this one, I believe, is if you you plug in your gyro and the receiver so you can change it while you're flying like that. This right here is idle up, this idle up on, off. This is down here your trainer switch, which is Y, okay. Over here, this is channel 5, so if you're gonna put like a 5th channel on here, you could do that, so, yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it, and please subscribe to my channel.